Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, but hailing from Greendale, Wisconsin, weighing in at 142 pounds, the man who reads the dirt sheets 5 times a day, the Intercontinental Smart Mark, Mr. Have I explained to you that I didn't choose to love wrestling? It was thrust upon me by a coworker who handed me the big box. Every WWF pay-per-view from 1995 through 2000, from Doink the Clown through the Attitude Era, I watched 5 years of the business unfold before my reconverted eyes. Saw the anti-American sentiments of childhood hero Bret Hart. Watched The Undertaker get darker and darker. Witnessed the birth of Austin 316. Now, I grew up on Macho Madness, oh yeah! I saw Strikeforce versus Powers of Pain at a Notre Dame house show. But then, I walked away from it all. I sold my Bobby Heenan and George Steele LJN figures at a yard sale. I took down my Ultimate Warrior poster.
And his tag team partner, from Denver, Colorado by way of Freehold, New Jersey, weighing in at 150 pounds, the Hebrew Hammer! Me, 11 years old, asleep in class again, the byproduct of staying up way past midnight under the blankets with a flashlight and a copy of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. I found my first real friend across our 7th grade homeroom when I laid eyes on his bright yellow Hulkamania t-shirt. And with the help of the wild card Colin, we formed a 3-person tag team that we could never agree on a name for. But what we did have was camaraderie. We had Wrestlemania, Great American Bash, Super Clash, the AWA, NWA, and WWF, the Road Warriors, Nick Bockwinkel, and Andre the Giant. My old mattress for a ring, and the edge of my couch is a top turnbuckle. But sometime around high school, we stopped being high flyers with excellence of execution and became awkward, hormonal, socially crippled acne farms. We were back to being baby faces. And that's when I walked away.
Then the big box landed in my lap harder than Taz being driven through the ECW mat. Found a history deeper than WWF Magazine and the big 4 pay-per-views a year. My God, had wrestling grown since I emerged from my Mark Van Winkle nap. Territories had been replaced by promotions. Guys were flying higher, hitting harder, trashing tables, and eating steel. Discovered indie promotions where I got to sit right up front. And if you see a suicide dive coming your way, get out of right up front. I gotta say it, it's a good time to be a wrestling fan.
But then, I heard with new ears the chanting of the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home, something I thought I'd lost to the undercard of my youth. The realization that despite all the xenophobia, bad acting, and soap opera scripting, I still love this game!
As a poet, I have traveled from city to city, averaging a $50 payday for 20 minutes of hard reading. Somewhere across the country, there's a kid who averages a $50 payday for 20 minutes of getting kicked, chopped, stretched, and hoping that the Tower of Doom spot doesn't get botched.
We both have played to less than packed houses, but if even one spectator comes up to us afterwards and says, "I loved what you did," none of that even matters. 2 or 20,000, they still get the same show.
We all wrestle with shadows. This is where I break kayfabe and tell you that watching Guerrero and Benoit celebrating at Mania 20 made me well up. If poignant was an ankle lock, I would have been tapping like Bojangles.
As hard as I cheered at Wrestlemania 3 when Andre the Giant was body slammed for the first time, it was nothing compared to the way I bawled like a baby the day he died. His enormous, gentle hand is still imprinted on my chest. This is what keeps us coming back!
The flash, the sweat, the swerves, the drama.
the bravado, the drama, the tragedy, and the dance.
Because this is the dance! We are back! Marks!
Not so wide-eyed, but still entranced by all the pageantry.
And no matter how much heat we get, we will not give up.
We will never submit.
Because it's never too late
to come out of retirement.